Cooking with Chris. We're gonna do pad thai today. So I pretty much have everything laid out for you. I've got chicken breast. I used 1.5 chicken breasts. I cut them in half, flattened them out, and then cubed them up a little bit, and I just sprinkled them with salt and pepper. We've got sauce that we'll use a little bit later. I like to use this sauce. You can make your own sauce, but I find this to be, you know, just as good and a lot easier. I've got 2 eggs that I've whipped up here. We'll scramble those and use them in the recipe at some point. Here are our pad thai noodles. So this is what we will be using to serve everything over. Rice noodles, you can find them easy at the grocery store. I've got 2 bowls here. I keep this out because when we'll cook the chicken first, and we'll put it in this bowl while we cook the eggs, and we'll put it in this, and then we'll mix it all together when we're ready. But I went ahead and I cut up sugar snap peas. This is kind of unique. I don't know if other people do this, but I have a friend in Austin who we used to go to a pad thai place, and she always asked for sugar snap peas instead of bean sprouts. And I tried it one day, and I think it's good. It adds a little bit of sweetness. You still get the crunch that the bean sprouts would be. But you can sub these back for bean sprouts. This is just how I like it. And then I've got chopped green onions and cilantro, and we'll top it at the end with some lime, and we'll use the garlic when we're cooking the chicken. But that's pretty much all you need. I may have missed something, but if I did, then I'll show you when we add it in. But I think that's everything. We got it all squared up and lined up, and now we've got water boiling for the noodles. And we're gonna put oil in this pan with some garlic and start cooking the chicken. So it's important to make sure that your oil is heated up. I got it on, I guess, kind of a medium heat, but I always like to just kind of touch the chicken and make sure you hear that sizzle. If you hear that, that means that the oil is hot enough that you can put it in there and the chicken's not gonna just soak up all the oil. So make sure your pan's hot enough, but once it is, then we'll start adding the chicken. Alright, so water's boiling. I'm just gonna put these noodles in. I put the lid on the chicken. I think it helps it cook evenly, keeps it hot all the way around so you can cook it through the middle without burning the ends. Usually do about 4 minutes and then flip, but I guess it's just gonna depend on how thick your chicken is. So I would say just cook it till it's done, because we're gonna put it to the side. This is where primarily the cooking of the chicken will take place. The chicken is still cooking. I actually, at this point now, I take the lid off. I actually take a rag and I dab some of the juice out just so I can get it nice and seared a little bit on the ends. But the noodles are done. They don't take as long as like pasta, like I guess it's still pasta, as traditional spaghetti noodles. It takes only like 4 or 5 minutes. So I'm just going to drain them out. Something peanuts, but I am going to take these nuts. I put them in a Ziploc bag and I'm just going to crush them up because we'll sprinkle that on top. So I want to go ahead and get that done. Alright, so we pounded out the peanuts. You just want them to be just crushed up a good bit, you know, topping style peanuts. Now we're just gonna pan this thing. We're just gonna scramble some of this egg. eggs are done. I put them to the side over there. Now we're gonna pop in them noodles. They look great when I did that, didn't they? So we're gonna spread that out a little bit. I might actually hit them with just a little oil just to loosen them up. Keep them from sticking a little bit. I'm just gonna put the sauce on now. I put enough in there just to make sure everything's covered. I took some of the noodles out. It looked like we had a lot of noodles, although I might add a handful back in now. I'm gonna add my chicken back in. Then I'm gonna add my onions, my chopped onions, and my sugar snap peas. I'm adding a little more sauce. And then we're gonna add our peanuts. And then last, the egg. We'll put that in. There we go. It's only a few things left to do. Put it in a bowl. Make sure you got some of the good stuff. And then I put cilantro. And then a little lime juice. There you go. Easy pad thai. All right, so try it out. Tell me what you think. Let me know if you guys do something different. I kind of just used common sense to make up this recipe. So, you know, I took all the ingredients and put them in a bowl, basically. So if you guys do it different, let me know. I'd be interested to hear. So leave a comment if you do it differently. Leave a comment if you try it out and you like it, or leave a comment if you hate it. But just let me know, and we'll see you next time on Cooking with Chris.